All right, so we were just waiting on an invite for Sen onto the game.
Yep. Once Sin gets in here, we can start the next game. And, you know, we talked about earlier that, you know, that we thought Braddock had the best chance of probably defeating Sin out of anyone on imba. And, you know, Braddock couldn't do it, so now the question is, can Strelok?
Yep.
Because I believe if Sid wins this time, that'll be, this is match point, right?
This is match point, yeah, so it's all down to this. Strelok is a great player, and as I was saying earlier, he can take games off of anyone. He's super unpredictable.
Yes.
So it's just a matter of what he has prepared. But then if Strelok beats Sen, I feel like the clan war is not over. You know, this clan war could still go anyone's way.
Definitely, and we can already look at the map. Antigua Shipyard. We know that Sen does not like this map with that gold expansion versus Terran, which I mean, we're both Zerg, right? So we know. We don't have to blame him at all for not liking the late game stance of ZBT here.
Absolutely. It's tough.
It's
tough luck.
If only we had Dark Swarm and Lurkers.
Yep, that'd be nice.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's really just the gold. And Sen disconnected from the lobby, so we're just waiting here for a second.
Yeah, he has to restart StarCraft 2. Apparently his volume wasn't working properly, so... So just a moment, we'll get this started.
What are you eating, production? Oh, God, I'm so hungry.
I would love Panda Express.
I know,
production not bringing me Panda Express.
Production's like nom nom nom. Like what are you eating?
I hate you.
What did you get at Panda Express? Oh, nice.
Sounds good.
Hey, how long does the Mr. Fruities and Dr. Brew and stuff have to wait? Is it after this clan war? Okay.
Alright, I am ready to go. Sin versus Strelok, Antigua Shipyard. Go, go.
Go, go, go.
The gamer in me, every time a game's like counting down or something, my hand's in positions to build a drone or an SCV every time. It's like a habit I cannot break, CatZ.
How?
Are you still ordering? Are you not done yet?
No, I'm done. I'm done with the pizza.
Alright, never mind. Alright, so we have Terran, which is imba.FXO Strelok on the left-hand side, and on the top right we have Sin from Gama Bears, the professional Taiwanese team, which, like I said earlier, you know, we don't know a whole lot about a lot of the Taiwanese players. I feel like their scene is, like, cut off from everyone else's scene. It's like the foreigners, the Koreans, and the Taiwanese players. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, and even Chinese, yeah.
Yeah, Taiwanese, Chinese, yeah.
There's a lot of good players there that we don't know of.
That's what I'm saying. So you can never, like, underestimate them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I play on the Korean ladder. There's, I don't know how many Taiwanese players I'm playing though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there might be a bunch of them that are really, really good. And yeah, the Crowley, right? He certainly showed some great play earlier today. So yeah, definitely. I've never heard of him before, for instance.
Yep.
Have you?
Absolutely. So, you know, one thing that Strelok has going into this is the fact that he knows where his opponent was, right? So, or he knows what his opponent did last game. So, like, Strelok knows what Sin did last game. he could have watched the whole game to where Sin doesn't have the knowledge of, you know, what style he might be opening for, but actually it's already shown, to be honest. I mean, he sees that he went command center first, and that's a ballsy strategy in my opinion. What's your thoughts on command center first, TVZ?
It's ballsy. What I like to do against it is just take a third hatch before pull. When scouted this early, but yeah, I mean it can be risky otherwise. But yeah, like a third hatch before pull, it basically tells him, hey, you have to be defensive, and I can just macro a lot.
Yeah.
So
I agree. You know, but it does show that maybe Strelok wants to take this to the later stages of the game, which I think is where Sin doesn't really feel comfortable with when playing Terran here, right? Because of that gold expansion being either really fast third or a fourth base.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're completely correct. That could be really annoying for Sen if that's Strelok's plan. But Strelok, I haven't seen him play a lot of macro games. I usually see him be super aggressive. I usually see him get cloaked banshees and you know, cloaked banshees.
All kinds of cheddar, huh?
Yep.
Well, maybe he's been practicing on the macro style, and he's gonna reveal it today for us.
Well, look at Sen. I don't think this is gonna go too well for Sen. Strelok does need to wall up his ramp, though. He will have a bunker, but Sen is making a few links that he probably would rather make drones with. If this is gonna do no damage, it's gonna put Strelok in a great position. But I think the biggest only problem is that Strelok's not walled in up at the top of his thingy.
Yeah, but I still think you'll have no problems cleaning this up. Definitely. I mean, you know, SCVs are pretty strong themselves, and the Marines can just jump right out of the bunker. He already has 3 Marines. There's 8 Zerglings coming down here. So even if he runs by, I'm not so sure how much damage it'll even do.
Yeah, probably nothing. He'll probably just try and poke in, disrupt mining, but yeah. If he tried to run in, he'd lose like half of those links, and then the other half would die instantly anyways. And he's gonna try for it. Sick block.
Yeah, very sick block.
Yeah, those links are dead. Nice job by Strelok, and that's gonna put him in a great spot.
Yeah, definitely. That was really good, and we see the starport going down. Could this mean Banshees?
I think so.
Alright, we're gonna find
at least Hellion drops.
If a tech lab goes on the racks, it's going to be Banshees, and there it is.
Oh my god. I told you, he likes cloaked Banshees.
You know too much, sir. Too much. We actually, I don't know, I think Sin's playing this all wrong. Like, I'm looking at what he has and what he's doing, but I don't know. I'm getting kind of worried. Maybe it's just, you know, we have complete opposite styles or something, but I see a Roach Warren going down. There's no third, well, never mind. The third base just got taken. Okay, I take it back. That's okay, because that's what I was saying. That he should have had a third base much sooner, or at least now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so too. But yeah, he tried to poke in with those links. It didn't really work. Now I'm not sure if I like Strelok showing this Hellions this fast because it can tip Sen in the right direction. He did take both gases really fast, and he was really close to not being able to defend, not being able to wall off. Strelok's timings were perfect early on. And now he's going to Cloak Banshee, which is really, you know, it could do a ton of damage. But just if he had not shown those Hellions that early, though, I feel like Sen would not have dropped that Evo chamber.
Really? You think so?
Maybe. I mean, Sen didn't really have any scouting information.
That's true.
Like, if you look at Sen's base, he doesn't know anything.
It looks like he is going to wait for the 2 Banshees. But I don't know. I mean, Lair's just started. He does have an Evo chamber. He can throw down a Spore and such, but he also is massing a lot of Hellions. Is he playing Bio or Mech? No, he is playing Bio, okay.
Looks like Bio. He's taking a really fast third.
Third.
Well, I love Strelok's play so far.
Yeah,
and
it's really good.
yeah, he needs the Hellions for map control, but yeah, this is really annoying to deal with. It's like you don't know how much they got, you don't know if they got an army behind it. If you make too many units and attack, if they are going for a 2-ace push, you ought to lose. So
yeah, you don't know when the SCV train is coming to your base.
Yep. So yeah,
I used to do that all the time when I played Terran. Like, it would be like a fake macro build, and then you just like send all your SCVs with an attack. So
Yep,
good.
that's super strong. And okay, Sen's got to see the Banshees, but yeah, Strelok playing for the later game. Really, this could turn out to be a really nice game. Any damage this Banshees do is gonna be bonus damage.
Yep.
And he's going in cloaked already. Gonna be able to take down that Sport Crawler if he chooses to, but there's already an Overseer being morphed, so there
But
we
he's
go.
still
Go
going
for
to
the
get a lot of drones here.
yeah.
Now he's got to run. Spore colony's up and going.
Yep, and this is gonna force spores everywhere. Look at Sen's positioning of that Spire. That's cute, but disrupting a little bit of mining. So not the best positioning, but pretty cute positioning. And you know, it looks like a spore.
Yep, definitely. Sin again has 4 in his main gas and has 4 drones on his main gas, on the northern gas, and only 2 on the bottom gas. And that's going to kind of hurt because he wants to go mutas, so all that gas kind of adds up. Like, you need all that gas.
Yeah, definitely. And
Let's just see a marine drop coming in the main here.
Oh wow!
So, yeah, this is kind of cute.
Really nice play by Strelok thus far. He's just being so aggressive and macroing so well behind it. It's it's a risky play that he uses, but he uses it so well. It's like he's being aggressive and he has nothing back at his base, but there's no real way to tell. So it's really hard to tell. So now he's adding so many production buildings.
I know. Look at all
he's
that.
just look at the worker count. Like he's 3 or he was 3 as he was behind a second ago. Sen just made another round of drones. But he's gonna be ahead in economy with those mules, and if this goes any further and if he takes the gold, it's gonna be pretty tough for Sen.
Yeah, look at the timing of these turrets for Strelok. Look how perfect that is. Mutas are building and his first turret goes up. You know, it's like, wow.
Very, very, very nice. Double upgrades as well. And this is my favorite style of turn. A lot of turns like to get like too many factories or too many tanks. Strelok making a lot of marines. I think the more marines you have, the better.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Marines are just overall good.
Yeah, they're good
Kinda
unit.
need those. I like Strelok's making sure that he's not breaking down those rocks. That's really important, to be honest, because you never want to give Zerg multiple locations to attack you from.
Definitely, especially a Zerg like Sen.
Yeah, especially a Zerg like Sen. So we do have 1-1 already completed for the Terran, and 2-2 just started, so he is pumping those upgrades pretty fast. So that's really good. Upgrades are so important. Like, I couldn't stress it enough how important upgrades are in Zerg versus Terran, or Terran versus Zerg.
Definitely. And Sen falling a little bit behind in upgrades and just completely negating the Muta upgrades. I think he knows that he's behind at this point in the game, and he's just trying to catch up. Like maybe he's trying to stop the next big attack or something like that. Right. I'm just afraid that if Strelok decides to not attack, Sen's gonna be in a crappy spot. And there's 2 changelings though, seeing everything.
Yeah, he's losing a lot of mutas back here actually. I mean, he is killing some Marines, but he actually lost about 6 mutas.
Yeah.
And mutas aren't cheap at all. Like, they take a lot of gas to replenish, which also cut into like your baneling count when you decide to do a big attack or something. Ooh, nice tank pick-off right there, though, from those mutas.
Yeah, I'm not absolutely sure if Sen is being sloppy or if he just does want to just negate the mutas, just like have mutas to clear off whatever medevacs are left after an attack or something like that, because he's going so heavy on everything else, but just like not upgrading the mutas at all and being a little bit careless. But he's actually still adding mutas. I'm a little bit confused. I think he might just be being a little bit sloppy here.
Yeah, it could be. I really wish he'd upgrade these mutas. Like, I love mutas with upgrades.
Yeah, he's still producing a ton of them. Like, he definitely needs upgrades. +1 at the very least.
Yep.
This is gonna be tough for Sen to stop. Strelok is gonna get maxed before he does. And I love the Thor as well. I love the Thor in the Army Mist.
Yeah, actually, I like when they make 2 Thors before they push. Like, it's so annoying to deal with because you really have to babysit those mutas, you know? Because if you miss micro them one time, they run into a situation to where the Thors get 1 or 2 volleys off, and that's it. All your mutas are dead.
Definitely, and like the main aim of those mutas in the battle is gonna be to go for those expensive units, medevacs, tanks, whatever. Even any time that they spend on the Thors, it's just costing you not killing tanks or stuff like that, and it's annoying. But
Right.
yeah, one Thor still good, and very nice positioning. I love how he left Marines behind, and
Yeah,
I think
that's
he
really.
needs to push now.
Yep.
It's all gonna come down to positioning. I don't think Sen should be able to come out ahead in this fight if Strel can micro this army properly. I love how he sieges all the way back there.
Yeah, Strelok's playing this really well, but here comes the...
Oh, Marines against the wall! No, he wasn't paying attention. Oh my god, that was really, really bad. Bad engagement by Strelok. All the Marines against the wall, and that's good.
Do anything except that and come out ahead in that fight, but
Yep.
he pretty much did the one thing he couldn't do, and yeah, I mean the Marines didn't even stem to mow down some of the banelings as they were coming. They just stood there for a long period of time, and he lost over half his Marines with just a couple of banelings that hit him.
Oh, yeah, that was insane. I'm not sure what he was expecting there. Like, I'm not sure why he put the Marines there in the first place. You know, like,
Right.
okay, I'll attack with a few Marines. Great idea. I love
I'll
that.
leave everything, and I'll leave
like,
all
okay,
the others in a big ball.
I'll leave 1,000 Marines right up against the wall in a square, in a perfect square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, but now, yeah, Sin's in a really good shape. But I mean, Terran's still not out of it, and why? Because there's this gold base in the middle of the map.
Yep. And it's gonna come down to Sen trying to break this really soon. I think he should be, and Strela trying to secure this. And
Terran's
that's
almost excellent again, though.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's really, this map is really good. You know, like as long as you take your fast third and whatnot, it's just so easy to secure the third, and then you know it's exactly what I was talking about before. It's like, all right, you secure the third, whatever, and then you can take the fourth as late as you want, and it's gonna be okay. Because the fourth is that gold. But yep, he's already maxed, and we'll see if Sin can make something happen here. He's going for it.
This is really good position for the Terran player. He's gonna kill a lot of his units before they even get there. Thor just came out. Those will soak up a lot of Baneling hits if he decides to use them.
Yeah, he needs to lift that wall.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, Marines clumped up again. Not too many this time, though. And Strelok's gonna clear this pretty handily. Still, Sen has a lot of money in the bank. And Strelok needs to go for a counterattack. Maybe take out the outlining bases of the map. But at this point, Strelok is ahead.
Strelok is definitely ahead. But he needs to do something now while he's ahead, because if he keeps waiting, he won't be for long. Like right now, he's up in supply, but once Sin has enough larvae and production and stuff, he'll have tons more units on the field. We do see a lot more Banelings being morphed. I really wish we'd see a little bit better Marine versus Baneling control from Strelok. I think that's hurting him a lot this game.
Yeah, it did in that one big engagement at least. But if Strelok can clear these two bases, it's probably gonna be really hard for Sin to come back. Sin doing the right thing though. He needs to get rid of that fourth, and it looks like he's gonna go for it with the Banelings, just straight for the PF. He knows that he cannot fight a Terran on equal or less bases. But even now, I don't think he has the army to clear out the remaining army of Strelok. Nice drop by Strelok there. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah, the thing is, he killed the gold base, but it doesn't stop Terran from lifting up his main or natural command center and floating it over there. To be back on operation instantly. We do have some Broodlords being morphed right now for Sin, but there's already Vikings on the field, so I'm not so sure how well this is really going to work out for him. He really needs to start getting all of his queens to attack with the Broodlords so he can continue to transfuse. I mean, at this point, you don't even need injects when you have, 6 hatcheries and you're barely mining, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with you. And yeah, his injects have been way off though. He needs to maybe if he just keeps one of those queens to inject every hatchery, that's all good. But he really needs all the power from those queens because he has no infestors right now. This is a mistake by him moving in here. I feel like he needs banelings, he needs something to protect those broodlords. Because he has, like, you know, the Marines can just easily move in, like, under those broodlords right now, and there's not much that Sen can do about it. He needs either fungal or... And look, he listened to us. He's watching the stream.
Probably.
So he did break the queens, and he did bring the queens, and that's going to help a bunch. Positioning the broodlords nicely going towards the center, but it's not looking good for Sen at all. He really needs burst units like banelings or infestors. He needs something that will shift the battle in his favor.
Yeah, I would really have loved to see burrow banelings at this stage.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that would have been amazing. I think that's, you know, like when you're behind like this, you need to find cost-efficient ways because a straight-up fight is not going to work.
Right.
Nice baneling hit there.
This is actually really good control here by Sen. He's non-stop injecting. He has the queens killing these units. The banelings somehow just ran after the tanks instead of the Marines.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit miscontrol there. Wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's just not going to have enough, and that's probably going to be game. Strelok did make a new command center. He didn't.
Look at all the mules that just fell on the gold.
Oh, gross.
Yep.
And that's going to be game. Really well played. Really well played by Strelok.
That was, he played a macro game, too. So, would you like to say something, CatZ? Would you like to apologize?
No, he opened Cloak Banshee. I said he likes Cloak Banshee. You were the one who said Cheddar or whatever. No, Cloak Banshee standard every game. Cloak Banshees are good, man.